How are we doing, Panthers? Welcome back to the Coaches Show. I'm your host, Julian, here with Coach Wendel. Last Friday, the Panthers played Mansfield Summit and lost in a hard-fought match with the score being 42-21. Offensively, we had some explosive plays. How big an impact did those plays have on the game?
Well, ultimately, they kept us in the game. The first drive of the game went kind of the way we wanted it to for a while. We took about 6-7 minutes off the clock, and we're just slowly marching down the field, keeping their explosive offense off the field. But ultimately, on that drive, we came out about 2 inches short of a first down, and there were two series that were just like that. So we wasted those two series, and we had two big explosive plays. One was about a 50-yard run by Diego Benson that we popped for a touchdown. Another one was an explosive pass from Chad Ragle to Tay Jackson to catch right before half to tie it up 14-14. So ultimately, those two explosive plays kept us in the ball game. We felt like we could methodically move the ball down the field, but it ended up being very difficult to go all the way to the end zone. They were a very good defense as well as an explosive offense. But the explosive plays, if we have two more, we're probably right there at the end of the ball game.
What were some of the things that we could do better this week to come away with a win?
Well, I think we had 3 turnovers. One of them was kind of like a punt, but it still was an interception. And then we had another interception. So not winning the turnover battle was a big issue. And then coming up short on fourth down by 2 inches. I mean, it's a game of inches. You've got to convert those in order to keep their offense off the field. And ultimately, you got to score points. So we needed to do that, but we shot ourselves in the foot with penalties and 3 turnovers. One of the turnovers was on a punt, so we gave 5 possessions back to them, and if we score on 2 of those, again, I think it's a close ball game going into the fourth quarter with a chance to win. So we'd like to play them again in the playoffs if the opportunity presented itself. I believe that we can compete with them, but you got to give a lot of credit to Summit. They were the most focused team. They had less penalties than we did. They didn't have any turnovers, and so they outplayed us on Friday night.
Now let's look at the Friday night results of the other teams in our district.
Mansfield Legacy lost to Richland, who we play this week, 34-27. Burleson Centennial lost to Colleyville Heritage, 37-27. I believe Centennial was ahead at halftime to the district champion. And then Red Oak, Red Oak beat Birdville 42-27.
As always, you brought some players here with you today. Tell us who's here.
We've got Chad Ragle with us today, and he plays quarterback for us. Typically, we bring seniors, but he's had a great year at quarterback and done a really good job for us, been consistent. He's tough when he runs the ball. But the thing about Chad that I really like is he's always positive, always appreciative, always a team player. I don't think he even cares what position he plays. He just likes being a Midlothian Panther, and very proud that he's here today and very proud of the man that he is in our program.
We have Chad here with us today. Chad, what position do you play and how did you get started in football?
My position I play is quarterback, and started all when I was 6 years old, started playing flag football, and then just came from there. So,
what are some of the goals that you have set for yourself and your team this year?
some goals for myself is to always stay humble, no matter the outcome, and just to play hard, and for my team, just to be a family, and for us to do our jobs and play hard. So, yeah.
Chad, take us through a big play that you were involved in on Friday night.
Big play, me and Tay Jackson threw a 63-yard touchdown to Tay Jackson. So,
since this is your last home game this season, what are some of the things that you would like to accomplish?
Some things that I would like to accomplish is moving the ball, of course, down the field, good passing yards, and just scoring a lot. So, I mean.
Thanks, Chad. Coach, this week we play against the Richland Royals. What should we expect to see in this game?
Well, I think you'll see the best athlete in the district at quarterback for Richland. He's explosive, can go the distance every play. He's 50% of their total offense, so we've got to kind of contain him. He likes to scramble around and throw it deep, but at the same time, occasionally he'll tuck it and run too. But I think we'll get probably Richland's best. If they win the game, they get the third-place seed. If they lose the game, they're not in the playoffs. So they're going to come in about as hungry as you can be and focused and try to play their best game. And we've got to go out there and fight fire with fire and take it from them.
Do you think that the mindset of the seniors who will be playing their last game as a Panther will be any different?
I hope not. I'm sure there'll be emotions after the game about being the last time at MISD Stadium, but we've played very well at home as a team, not just our seniors, but we're 3-1, and the team that we lost to was the district champion. We lost by 3 points and really played a really good football game that night. So if we come in there in the right frame of mind and excited about playing at MISD Stadium, I feel good, positive about the outcome as long as we can focus and not get caught up in the emotions of it being the last game. If we can focus and give great effort, I feel good about where the Panthers will be tomorrow night about 9:30.
What's been the theme that you've been pushing this week, and how will y'all play that out on Friday?
I think it's important that we get back to being who we are. Number one, we've got to be the toughest team on the field, and we've got to be the most physical team on the field, and then we have to have tremendous focus so we can execute our plays. If you're not focused, you bust, you go to the wrong place, you jump off sides. Those type of penalties keep other opponents in games, and if we can eliminate those and we can show some poise and focus, I think we'll play a really good football game. I feel like we're close to being a very explosive offense. I feel like we're close to being a really good team, but I feel like we've got to eliminate those self-inflicting mistakes.
That wraps up this week's edition of Coach's Show. Thanks to Coach Wendel and Chad for being here with us today. This week we're at home at the MSD Multipurpose Stadium going against the Richland Royals at 7 p.m. this Thursday. So come out and support our Panthers.